So I didn't have my first book. I'm 65, Eric. My
Yeah.
first book didn't come out until I was 40. Now I was
Wow.
publishing probably from I got some publishing done in my 20s, but it was really through my 30s. I
Mhm.
was building up a fairly significant body of published work, but it was small stuff and it paid very little. Or normally in those days, they'd just give you like 5 copies of the magazine or something.
Mhm.
But probably by the time my first book came out, I had probably published maybe 40 to 50 pieces of writing. Nobody was noticing until I actually started publishing in bigger magazines, and then they did. So here's this: I didn't get my first book in print. I think I was 41 when it came out,
Wow.
and I'm 65, so it's just been a little over 20 years I've had a book publishing, but 13th book, so you can see the do the math on this. I've basically published a book every 2 years since then.
Wow. Yeah, because there's a lot of people in that position that they're putting all of their effort into something and they're seeing no traction and they just give up before they're able to get to that first goal and it just goes up from there, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, yeah, there's the old saying, you're an overnight success, 20 years in the making or something. Like,
Yeah.
there is, I remember when I'm Canadian. I remember in Canada a few years ago at the Winter Olympics in Beijing, won, or maybe it was summer, no, sorry, Summer Olympics. They won some big rowing contest and came in gold, and they kind of beat out everybody by a significant distance. And the captain of the team
Yeah.
said that gold medals are won in the summer, but they're actually or they're granted in the summer, but they're won in the winter. And what he meant
Hmm.
is that they were out every day in the most miserable weather. They were in Victoria, which is fairly mild climate, but it's still lots of rain and cold and damp. And every day they're out there for hours in that awful weather,
Hmm.
working their oars, working their craft, and then suddenly, then they're standing on a podium and getting gold medals around their neck.